Okay, now we're going to talk wastewater.
Okay.
Which on the surface doesn't sound that exciting, but guess what? It affects us all. So you know these little wipey things that they say are flushable?
Yeah.
Is that a fib? Are they flushable?
Well, they are flushable. You can probably get them down the toilet, but the problem is, and as you were just pulling on that, these are a great product.
Yeah.
They really are.
They work well.
But the problem is that they don't break up like toilet paper or whatever. When you flush that down, it disperses out. These don't, and that's a problem. It's a problem in our collection system or in home plumbing systems as well.
But you know, you have something called fog, and what does that mean?
Fats, oils, and grease
Are no-nos in the system.
Yeah, they're a problem. If you were a farmer back years ago, or even today really, and if you're on a septic tank, you knew not to put fats, oils, and grease down the drain because it's going to mess up your septic tank and drain field. It'll clog it up. Well, it's a lot better with public sewers now, but it's still a problem.
But see, I think people automatically think that if I put that grease down my disposal, it's going to clog up my sink.
Yeah.
Not so.
Well, it can. It can clog up your sink, it can clog up your lines out to the street. But when you think about it, if you're cooking bacon, for example, and it's hot, you pour it down the drain, you run hot water behind it just to make sure it dissolves. Sooner or later, that grease is going to cool off and it's going to congeal. And so the question is, where is it going to congeal? If it's in our pump stations or in lines, it can actually clog up the lines. And then if you get other things like wipes in there too, it'll form this mass that causes a blockage in our lines.
Wow.
And if that blockage happens, it can back up into a house and then it gets real ugly.
It does sound very ugly. Who's responsible then at that point? Is that BGMU's responsibility or the homeowner?
Well, you know, that's the dilemma. Whose responsibility is it? Well, we're responsible for keeping the lines clear, but we can't be everywhere all the time. So if there's a line where somebody's really pouring a lot and discharging stuff like this, along with tree roots then on older lines, they form together. That's our perfect storm. These, tree roots, and grease.
So how can we be better stewards of our wastewater?
I have a thing about garbage disposals.
You said you got yours removed at your house?
Yeah, I took mine out.
No garbage disposal. Me neither. I don't have one.
We've become a society that is used to convenience. And so garbage disposals are good in some regards. If you've got a little bit of stuff, you grind it up and off it goes. The problem is we tend to abuse them. We force too much down through it, whether it's all the leftover celery pieces or the other stuff from salad.
But see, we think if we grind it all up, it's going to go bye-bye. Not so.
Well, and it may for a long time. But if you happen to have a very flat service line out to our main, some of that will just sit in there. And if it's combined with these other things, then it can be a real problem. All of that tends to congeal together and leads to blockages and whatnot. Yeah, usually the problems we see in our system are in pump stations. We have about 60 different pump stations in our system, and if you get a bunch of these, what they'll do is start to twist together almost into a rope. And that rope gets sucked up into the pump and it wraps around the impeller and it makes it stop. And it can burn up a pump trying to turn when it can't turn. Don't pour the fog. Don't put this down. Don't put anything down your toilet except, and we say this now, Barbara, and I got to alert you, it's the 3 Ps.
Okay.
The 3 things you put in your pee, poop, and toilet paper. That's it. We shouldn't put anything else in there.
Okay.
So other hygiene products and whatnot, ladies and men and all that, no, throw it in the garbage.
Throw it in the garbage.
It's not a trash can. Let's not treat it the same.
Thank you so much for coming out and sharing that information.
You bet. Thank you.